Hi.
Stop.
Alright. So,
Hi.
Victoria.
Creepiest story of our life.
Okay. Alright.
No, not the creepiest story.
But it's up there. It's really up there.
Because it happened to us. That makes it like way more
And
creepy.
it's because the weird thing is we have really anything related to weed, something bad happens. Like if we just mention the word weed around us, like we'll
You'll
combust
explode.
and explode. Like
Your
it's
pipe
just
will
bad.
disintegrate next
It'll
time.
break or
Like,
something.
and
You just
she
gotta
shut
watch
yourself.
out. All right, you
It's
gotta
bad.
watch out
But okay.
because it's just scary. Because I mean, we talk about weed. Like that's the case.
Dude,
It's like, how do we know we smoke weed? I think it's quite obvious that we're stoners, though.
dude, I know, like that guy in Venice Beach.
Anyway, on to the story.
Anyway. No, dude, like we're sitting here just
My
chilling.
business
My
at 2:05 in the
It's
morning.
like 2:05 in the morning.
Like, I mean,
we
come
just
on.
finished watching Brokeback Mountain.
And we're tired.
Yeah, and so
And
we're
we're
like, dude,
making-
we're so hungry.
yeah,
Snarks,
so-
like we're so hungry.
We went to the kitchen to make food.
And
She was preheating the oven.
no, dude, no.
No, but oh wait, yeah.
You told me to start, and now you're like cutting me off. No, okay. But she like 5 times. Okay, we were chasing her cats around with her Nerf gun. She was like, look, like showing me like all the scope, like go grab it. But she was like showing me the scope or whatever. And like, I'm like, that's so cool. Like, cause you know how like cats like flip out when you have like a laser? It's exactly what they're doing. But so I was like, oh god, don't. Yes, you can see it. But like they were flipping out, right? And I'm like, hey man. Stop. But they were flipping out, and I kept hearing this knocking, and I'm like, dude, did someone just knock? And I'm like, do you hear that knocking noise, or am I just crazy? And she's like, no, dude, you're just crazy. And I'm like,
I can't hear
no, well,
anything.
cause you know, I'm like, I was willing to believe that I was crazy, because I really didn't want anyone to be knocking. And I'm like, that's cool.
Sometimes.
No, yeah, especially in like apartments, cause like no, noises just like flow everywhere.
Always really loud upstairs. Like I thought someone was just like stomping around.
No, dude, and then like we're in the kitchen, right? I'm like, I'm preheating the oven, and I'm like, dude, I have to go to the bathroom.
So we went to the bathroom
No,
and
no,
we
no,
heard
no.
more knocking.
No, like before that, like we were. Oh no, yeah, we were like standing in the doorway when we were talking about whatever, and then we hear like a knocking, and I'm like, and like the fear is like stuck in our heart.
Yeah, but
and,
we
like,
didn't hear. But then it stopped. And we went to the kitchen and we were preheating the oven, and that's when it happened again. You're like, dude, I hear it now. And you went and you looked in the peephole. Remember?
because the first time I mentioned it, we were still messing with your cat, and then like right after I preheated the oven, I went into the bathroom, and like we were like talking.
I was in the kitchen and you were in the doorway.
Yeah, and we were talking about I don't know something, and like we were knocking, and like we went and looked through the peephole, and it's like this creepy Mexican dude.
And I thought it was my
He was
neighbor.
creeping, and I'm like,
I have a
Alyssa
really
was freaking
creepy
out, like she was
Mexican
creeping
neighbor.
over there, and then like I was like looking in the peephole, and I'm like being a right lurker or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, dude, there's some creepy Mexican dude out there, and I was just like,
Oh, it's probably my
oh, dude,
neighbor.
it's probably your neighbor, and then
So
like I'm like standing there, and I'm like, no, don't open the door, don't
So
open
I
the door.
opened the door.
She opens the door.
And then I was like, oh, this guy, because a couple days ago he knocked on my door and he was like, oh hey, your door's open, and I was like, oh thanks, kind man, and I closed the door.
Thanks, kind neighbor.
Gentleman, like what a
Like, what a
neighborly, genuinely nice guy to tell me that my door was open because it was open. I mean, I'm grateful for that, but no, he had to show up again, and he was like, hey, what's up? Do you guys have any cigarettes?
Yeah.
I saw you smoking
He's like,
earlier.
I saw you smoking earlier. Okay, we were smoking at 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock.
10:30ish.
It was like from 10 to 10:30 we were out there smoking, okay? And he came over at 2, like it was 2:15 at this point. It was like 2:15.
No, I mean it was probably like 2:10. But no, so he was like asking us for cigarettes, and we don't have any cigarettes. He's like, oh.
Because we really didn't.
And then he was like about to walk away. He's like, and he kind of like hesitated, and he was like, you guys want to smoke a bowl? And we're like,
no,
we don't smoke anymore. And like I was talking about not smoking for a while, and it's like he didn't hear me saying no. He was listening to Victoria, but he wasn't looking at Victoria. It's the scariest
really
part.
weird. Like he was just staring straight at her, but
he
like he
wasn't.
heard me.
Yeah, and he was
It
like,
was
and
really
then he kind of like looked at me like harder, and he was like, what about you? I'm like, I just said I don't smoke.
Yeah, you seriously said it like
And he didn't hear me, and I was like, all right, cool. And then so he's like, oh, well, you guys want a drink? Because I can get beer. I can get whatever you
He's
want.
like, I can get whatever you want. What do you want?
And,
Go get it. And I'm just like,
insinuated that he wasn't by himself. You know?
I think he probably had like 17 other beaters ready to smoke.
I know, there's probably like people like, hey,
His
what?
whole family,
Two young
like all
little
his
girls. Probably Juan Carlos was there.
Probably like someone related. I bet Dominic's family, like some, or not his cousins.
Yeah. But no, so we're like, no, we don't want to smoke. We don't want to drink. We're good. We can't do anything. He's like, Like, do you want to meet me by the gym in like 10 minutes? And we're like, no.
We're like, dude, we don't smoke. Like, he didn't even like understand. He was really high though. Like, he was
it's
so
understandable.
faded. You could tell. He was just
Pretty high.
like he had those eyes, like not like the high eyes, like
not like
they
chink
were
eyes,
open,
but like
but
they
like
were really
he was
dark,
so high.
and
Like you could tell, like
and
he was just so
his
high.
eyes were kind of wandering when he wasn't staring into my soul.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was creepy.
No, dude, it was really creepy. Not gonna lie,
I mean,
it was really creepy.
It was creepy. But
And so yeah, and he was creeping.
Yeah, so he kept on asking like if we wanted to go meet him by the gym, and we're like no. And then I was like, oh, and then he reached out his hand, and I was like, well, I mean, because he asked us about our names.
Yeah, he's like, what's our names? And the only time he looked at me,
was when he asked your name.
Was to ask me what my name was. And I'm like, oh,
he's like, he just looked at me, he's like, what's your name?
He's like,
what's your name? And I'm like, Alyssa? And he's like, and then he's like, oh. And he kind of looked at me and he's like, how about yours? Like really fast, Victoria. Like not all like epically slow and creepy. And
he wasn't like trying to soul search me. I don't know, maybe because like I'm too brown for him or something.
Maybe he only likes the white girls.
Yeah, maybe. Especially since you just got your hair did.
My nails undid. But no, he was like,
it was really
and then
creepy.
so like he extended his hand out a couple times, and then finally I was like, because remember he noticed, like I noticed he did it a few times.
Oh God.
And then finally I was just like, you know what, fine, I'll shake his hand. And then he kind of lingered, like you know, creeper people, like he was like, okay, and he went like that, and then beat me and just like try to pull away. Like,
I'm like,
no, he wasn't like that. I just kind of like let
you were just like saying.
It was kind of limp, and he was like.
You're like, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Bye.
I'll see you later.
And he was like, so you're gonna meet me in 10 minutes? And I was like, maybe, but if we don't come back.
No, dude, it was so funny. She's like, yeah. She's like, how about a maybe? Cause like he seriously wasn't taking no for an answer. He's like, yeah, and she's like, no, and then.
You're like, you know when people want naked pictures and keep on saying no, but they keep on trying to wear you down, and I mean.
No, dude, but like it was just really funny. Like he kept going, and then finally she's like, "Oh, okay, maybe. Like, if we're there, we're there. But if we don't come here. Don't come back. Don't come back." And then
dude, I'm
like,
honestly, I think he's gonna come back. Like, he might have been it's been about an hour now, but he's coming back.
Dude, we're not safe till it's 4.
We're not
3 o'clock is always.
We're not safe until daylight.
3 o'clock is like the witching hour.
3:33 or something crazy like that. Imagine. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is that we almost got raped.
Yeah, dude. It was really scary. And like he totally asked, he's like, "Hey, are you guys home alone?" And we were like, "What?"
And well, we're not home alone. I mean, it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, like her dad's in the other room. Like we were like,
he's asleep, but he's in the other room.
We're being all loud, dude. He's totally gonna hear. No, dude, but
he was like, so he's like, oh, you guys, your dad's here. And like pretend like to run off, but he didn't allow.
He totally was gonna like. If we'd been like, oh yeah, we're home alone, he'd be like, alright, cool, and then like he probably would have like signaled, and like 60 men would have like busted through the windows. And stuff.
You could rape Buffet, as Adam said.
Oh my god, yes, that's totally what would have happened. Oh my god. So here we are, all shreepy.
Still not raped. Dude, it doesn't help that my cats are brats.
Dude, I know, and they're always making the blinds rattle, like.
And it's like, we freaked out, like, we closed all the blinds, because he said that he was watching us.
I know, like,
he said, I'll be watching, he's like, I'll be watching you guys if you go out, like, and we're like,
I'll be watching you if you go out, I'll fucking sniper rifle you, and, like, you think it can't happen, but it could happen. Shit happens, and it happens here.
Next time, I'm bringing my Nerf gun, and I'm gonna show him who's boss.
Dude, he'd probably enjoy it if you dominated him.
You think?
Dude, yeah. I'm fairly certain. Actually, I don't know. He seems like a straight up, like, let me fuck you kind of guy.
He doesn't seem like he's into any, like,
he doesn't seem like he's very sexually complicated.
He's probably just like, yeah, dude, none of that Heath Ledger stuff.
Oh god, dude, that was so funny.
He's more just like, okay, let's have sex. And he's probably, like, totally, like, just missionary it. Like, just get this
Not
over
even,
with.
it's like doggy style. He looks like a doggy style kind of guy.
Yeah, and then he'd just be like, I'm done, you're done, goodbye. And he would just leave.
Like,
he
seems Jake Gyllenhaal is such a babe.
And he
kicks it in the ass. Even when he's taking it in the ass, he's so hot. Like,
but we're gonna run out of time. Okay, well, thank you for listening.
Yeah. And if the Mexican guys come knocking at your door past 12 o'clock,
grab the knife. Grab the knife.
This is the knife. I had it, okay? Grab a fucking knife.
And fucking lock
the door. Be ready.